Hey folks, and welcome to another video of mine. In today's video we are going to be talking about one particular app that I'm very fond of. What's this app about? Well, this app is about designing. We live in a time when technology has come so far that you don't exactly need high-end laptops or desktops to be able to design some really good quality content. We live at a time when you can literally design something out of your mobile phones. With that said, I want to particularly focus on one app which is called Over, and as you can see, this is what the app looks like. Now on the App Store, when you go on the App Store, this app is available for various prices. In India, it's available at different prices like an annual subscription, a monthly subscription. I particularly went in for the annual subscription, and I'm going to put up the costs somewhere out here on the screen so that you could take a look at how much does it cost monthly and annually as well. Coming back to the application, the app is extremely good looking. As soon as you log into the app and open the app, you are greeted with this bright and colorful screen which has curated content for you. Now what it does is it suggests the latest and, according to its algorithms, the greatest designs, and it puts it out so that you could actually take a look at it and jump right into designing straight away. I'll just give you one small example. Halloween just went by a few weeks back, and there are some Halloween related designs, and if I just click on see graphic collection here, then you could see that it had so many graphic items and they're really good looking. So you could just select any one of them. Let's say this Frankenstein's face. You can download it and then use this as a logo or something. For instance, if you want to edit this, it's really easy to edit. If you want to add text to it, Happy Halloween. All right, and there you have it. You can increase the size of the text. You can change the color of the text or the style of the text. Right now I'm just going to change the color of the text. I'm going to go over to the font. You can change the fonts, so easy to do that, and there you have it. And what you can do is, if you want to export this, you can export this as a PNG file so that you can use it against any background that you want. It's a transparent file. You can export this as a JPEG, or you could even export this as a PDF file, and it's as simple as that. So this is how easy it is to design. Apart from the homepage, you also have a list of templates that you can actually access. Now, as you can see on the screen, there are loads and loads of templates that you can access. So in case you want to design something for one of your marketing campaigns, let's say for instance, you have a sale coming up and it's on Black Friday. There's this particular template. I can simply open this template up and then I can put in anything that I want. Let's say I want to put in a pair of shoes. I search for a pair of shoes. So here you have loads and loads of content that you can scroll through. I select this and there you have it. Now all I gotta do is just put this somewhere out here, and then I can just export this as a file. Again, the export options are JPEG, PNG and PDF, and in case I even want to export it to something like a Photoshop Express, then I can export it to Photoshop Express and kind of start editing more and use some of the filters that Photoshop has, or any of the photo adjustments that I want to do in terms of color tones, etc. I can do that as well. But now I'm just going to go back to this, and you have loads and loads of templates that you can choose from. This template, for example, this looks so good. And in fact, this is so good that it's good to go as is. You don't even have to put up anything. In case you want to put up a company logo, then you can actually put up your company's logo as well. For instance, all you got to do is just click on image, allow access to all photos, and then anything that you have in your photos, you can just access your photos here, and you can add your logo from here. And here it says add your logo, so you can just add a logo if you've already added it to your photo library, or if you have it on your files. then you can just access your files and just add that file over to this particular file, and you're good to go. This is your marketing brochure for your Black Friday sale, and it was as simple as that. And this is just so good because you have so many templates to actually choose from, templates which are in 1x1 in different sizes. It's available. I'm just going to get into that as well. When you want to create a file by default, so let's say for instance you don't want to use a template and you want to use a file from scratch, and you want to create that. You don't want any backgrounds with the file. Let's say you want to create a transparent file. I click on transparent, and if it's for any particular medium, for instance, if it's a file that you're creating for Facebook, if it's a file that you're creating for Instagram, here on top you see that it says the resolution or the dimensions of this file. It's 1080 into 1080, and this is for Instagram. This is also for Instagram, but this is 1080 into 1920, which is in a portrait mode instead of a landscape mode. This is also portrait, and this is landscape for Instagram particularly. Then it moves on to Facebook, and just like Facebook, you also have options of square files, portrait, mid-width, story, presentation, extra wide, and the list goes on, even for Pinterest, for Twitter, for YouTube, for Google ads, and you have so many things that you can choose from. So for the sake of this particular video, I'm just going to choose a standard 2048 into 2048 file. I'm just going to click on yes. And now if I want to add graphic onto it, I click on graphic, and again you can choose from so many things. Let's say for instance I wanted to create something for a beauty salon, so I type in beauty salon, and I have loads and loads of things that I can choose from. You see hair salon, I click on that collection of silhouettes, and here you have a list of so many silhouettes that you can choose from. And I just want to choose something which is colorful, which is pinkish and purplish. So here you have it, and wow, and this is all against a transparent background. Now let's say for instance I want to add more graphic onto it, and let's say again it has to do with beauty salon. Now I want to add text onto it, so I'm just going to choose a text file. Let's say this one, I like this one here, and there you have it. If I want to change the color of this, I change the color, as simple as that. If it's some other color that I want, all I got to do is just choose from this list here, and oh, there you have it. So I think I'll go along with this, and we're done. And all I got to do is just click on this export here and export this file. It's as simple as that. So this is a fantastic application, and there's just so much that you can do. I'm barely scratching the surface here, to be honest. So I'm just going to close this here, and then if you have already worked on certain things, certain projects, it'll come up in your project list. My wife worked on some items here, so you see a lot of hair extension stuff, but this is all designed through your Over app. If you want to collaborate with something, you can collaborate using Create a Team, and you can just add people onto your projects as well, and you can collaborate with them on those projects. So this is just such a good app, and this is an app which I always have on my iPad. And the best part is that it's not just available on your iPad, but it is also available on your iPhone. So let's say for instance I'm not carrying my iPad, but I started working on a project through my iPad to begin with. I was at home. Now I could not carry my iPad, but I did have access to my iPhone, and I went over to, let's say, a restaurant, and I wanted to carry on with my work on that particular project through my phone. What I can do is I can continue with my work on that project through my iPhone as well, because it stays in your projects, so you can continue your work without any issues whatsoever. So if you have an iPhone, iPad, you can literally work across these different devices. So it's cross-platform or cross-devices, so you can continue from your iPad and move on to your iPhone and vice versa. Now that is simply remarkable, and that's exactly why this app comes so highly recommended. I use it all the time. My wife, in fact, uses it all the time as well. And this is a fantastic app to have. And it's not very expensive as well. I believe it's only 1800 rupees, 1849 rupees per year. And if you're going in for a monthly plan, then I believe it's around 289 rupees per month. And at that price, it's a steal. Do not hesitate, just go in for it and download the pro version or upgrade to a pro version without any hesitation. And again, I would highly recommend this application if you're into designing, especially designing on the move. And it makes your designing process extremely simple, extremely easy. So even if you have no prior experience, you are not a trained or a designer who has learned designing, this makes it so much easier for anybody to literally just pick up their phone and start designing. You can just work off somebody else's template, or you can create your template and start off from scratch. And trust me, the more you use it, the better you get at it. So if you are spending, let's say, 1 hour or 1.5 hours per day with this application, by the end of the week, you will become a designing expert. And I'm not exaggerating. Trust me when I say that. So with that said, we end this video here, and I hope you've liked this video. In case you have, then I would please suggest that you and request that you hit that like and subscribe button and share this video with your friends and family members as well. You never know that at a time when we have this COVID crisis, if they want to advertise or market something and they don't want to spend too much of money on their marketing, and they don't want to give that money over to someone else who's charging thousands of rupees or hundreds of dollars, it's so easy to just pick up your iPad and do those designs yourself. And you can just work with the images or the pictures that you like the most. And it gives you that flexibility and the freedom to be able to do that. So if you are interested in sharing this video, then please, go ahead and do that. It will help your friend and family members. And again, it takes a lot to make these videos. So it would really encourage and motivate me to put out more videos like this. So please hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell icon as well in case you wish to be notified with all such content in the future. With that said, we come to the end of this video. I hope you've liked this one. Until the next video, folks, have a good one and may God bless you all.